I'm Charlie Connors, and I plan on being a paramedic firefighter. The reason why I wanted to become a paramedic firefighter was because, ever since an early age, I just had a fascination with fire trucks, firefighters. Always visited the firehouse, and so from that age, I kind of figured out that, I had this passion to help people. I wanted to make a difference wherever I lived, and I just kind of figured out that being a firefighter was the best way to do that. Well, I enrolled at JEL, which is the J. Everett Light Center by North Central. And so training started, right out of the gate. The first day of class, I remember we got our textbooks, we got our calendar of what we were going to be doing, and we immediately hopped right into CPR training. And then now we're already starting how to treat shock, how to load and unload a patient out of an ambulance, and how to help the trauma nurses at a hospital. As much as it sounds boring, a lot of learning to be a paramedic firefighter is just a lot of book work. You have to learn a lot about the human body, anatomy, just basic life-saving skills that comes, really from the book. The second best way to learn is just by doing it. Repetition. To learn CPR, to learn stretcher cot movements, to learn when to administer medicine. that just comes from practice. When I was shadowing the Indianapolis East Side, I didn't really get a whole lot of hands-on, but whenever they needed someone to step in and help them with compressions for CPR, I could step in since I was certified and bag them, which means I was just administering air to them. There's also, through the JEL course that I'm taking, we'll be able to do a couple of ride-alongs, but we'll also be able to do clinicals, which is where we'll go into Eskenazi Health. And Eskenazi Health is a very teaching hospital, so I'll be able to go into the level 1 trauma units, and my instructor has had actually her students be pulled aside to help them when a patient's going into cardiac arrest, help them do CPR on them and all this. So I don't have that much hands-on training right now, but I will be able to get some later on through the course. So definitely when you're from Carmel, there's this cultural boundary, this cultural bubble, and you don't really get to see, how the other half lives. I would say I'm very privileged here in Carmel to be living here. But when I go over to the east side of Indianapolis, I know, I saw a bunch of, drug overdose and domestic violence and gang violence. And I think that just struck me as, we live in, I think a lot of people like to think that Indiana is this quiet cornfield state, but, in reality, there's a lot of poverty and violence that goes on, especially, just in our backyard of Carmel. I see all this stuff on movies and TV shows, and I would never think that I would ever see it in real life, but through doing all these ride-alongs, I've seen a lot of stuff that I think most high schoolers would find shocking, horrifying, in that sense. Well, I would not recommend this job to everyone, just because there are a lot of stuff that you will see. It's inevitable that you will see some stuff that will really get under your skin, and a lot of stuff can go wrong. So I think definitely I was scared, but at the same time it was this healthy adrenaline rush that I was saying, this is what I want to do as a career. But if you are someone that has a passion for helping other people, that, you also, just like that adrenaline rush of, seeing the lights and sirens of a fire truck or ambulance, zoom by you on the road, then, I would say wholeheartedly, go out and pursue that.